Hi, I hope everyone's oh well. I was just watching Becca and I thought, oh well, I'll hop on live and have a bit of a chat. Oh, let's have a look and see if this is coming through on YouTube. Yeah. So how is everyone? I watched Trump's part of a press conference. Hi Terry Solaris, hi Cast Nancy Mesquite, hi Wendy Kay. I haven't used Restream in a while because it was pretty not very good, but it's much improved. But oh, it's coming up a bit pixelated on the other end. Is it really pixelated on YouTube? Hi Linda S. Don't worry if you type slowly and badly. Yes, it, you know, I just got the, I mean, I've got quite a big screen next to me. Hi, hi Connie Brown. Hi Susan Kwasnicki. Yeah, a bit pixelated. Yeah, I am going to upgrade the Restream. Yes, YouTube has been having issues, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good on the Restream thing, but you know, oh, I just listened to what he was saying. It was all bull dust, absolutely all bull dust. Lies. There'll be fact checkers coming out. Yeah, hi Sherry and Kamakaya. Google moderator. Now what Google, yeah, I saw something about the Google moderator. What are they? What is it? Hi GM Dave. Hi J Cat Lady. Hi Terry Solara. Oh, just already said hello to Terry, yeah. Hi Connie Brown. Yeah. Anyway, Trump, of course, very barest, slightest hint. Hi, Judy Malley. That it's starting to dawn on him that he might not win this thing. So I've got a question that Becca didn't see, so I'll ask it myself, and that is, I recently learned that living ex-presidents are given daily security briefings about what's going on. Hi, Linda B. Hi, Sandra Henderson. And I'm just wondering if Trump is going to be given those briefings. It's usually they're given them in case they're called upon to give advice and everything. But is Trump going to be given those briefings? Hi, Sean Miller. Hi, Valerie Hyde. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Okay, will Trump be given the daily security briefings that are given to living ex-presidents. Let's have a look. I mean, it is a courtesy, as well as there are reasons for it. But he doesn't listen to the briefings anyway. They have a strong case not to do it. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. King of Swords, his thoughts and his words, he can't be trusted. He is corrupt. He's viewed as corrupted and not trustworthy. He's going to want them because he's going to view it as a way to hang on to power and influence. But there's a strong case for going in a different direction. Hi, Michelle Peterson. I think you see, this is new inspiration, new lines of thinking as well. Nine of Cups. No, that's definitely, they don't want him to have those briefings, or they might just give him not in depth, where he might get 2 pages, every other ex-president might get 10, you know, so they won't really give him anything that he can do anything with. Page of Pentacles, he's going to be viewed as, he is already viewed as spoiled brat, going into spoiled brat mode, bored, uninterested, not studying up on them. Four of Swords. No, they're going to try to put that to rest with him. Yeah, they're gonna freeze him out of them. They're going to freeze him out of them to the as much extent as they can. Honestly, I think if he moves overseas, there's no way he'll be frozen out. If he stays here, he might get a superficial but not very in-depth briefing, just to say, oh, there's a situation here and here. It's being handled by different people and blah, blah, blah. And he'll ask for more information, but they won't give it to him. They'll still give him some security clearance, I think, but it's going to be lowered. Yeah. Yeah, he is viewed as compromised. I think they will end up, I think what it will be a slow withdrawal of briefings. And if he moves over, if he goes and lives overseas, that's it. They're going to cut him off completely. But he is eventually, even if it's not immediately, he is eventually going to be cut out of that. Yeah. Sorry for the yawn, guys. Hi, Clarence Fields. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I sort of said, come and hang out with me. I'll go live. Hang out with me. I am so embarrassed because I got dog and husband mixed up. I thought Moose was was Becca's husband, and Peanut was the dog. I've always, when she said Peanut's going to be home soon, that he'd been to the vet or something. So, Becca, if you're watching, even later on, I'm so sorry. I feel so silly. But, you know, I've heard of husbands being called Moose, but I've never heard of a husband being called Peanut. So I thought Moose was hubby, and yeah. Hi, Karen Bissell. Okay. An ex-president can refuse Secret Service protection. If he moves overseas, I don't know. Hi, Mystical Marina. Hi, Cat M. Because you're very, very hemmed in by what you can do with the Secret Service protection. Yeah, I know, J Cat Lady. I figured that out. I'm feeling just a little bit embarrassed, but you know that, you know. Can the Secret Service? I don't know. They might feel that. I mean, Trump being Trump, he might demand Secret Service protection. But if he goes and lives overseas and does not come home, I think maybe the State Department can say, well, look, you know. So, anyone got a question? In fact, I'll ask that one. Will they take his Secret Service away if he moves overseas? They might, depending on the country he moves to. Hi, Anne H. How are you? Yeah. Reap what you sow. If he moves over to like Russia or Saudi Arabia, they might, yeah. Stolen Senate seats. Which stolen Senate seats are they? I definitely think, that what do you call it? Mitch McConnell stole his secret agenda, the high priestess secret agendas. Look, I think that it would have to be people who volunteered, because they'd be leaving their families, they'd be leaving their country to go and look after someone who's turned their back on them, on their country. So it'd have to be a real volunteer thing. But I think he'll probably end up with private security, because he'll be scared of people from the US coming after him. Okay, the stolen Senate seats. I definitely think that Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham's were, yeah, not kosher. Let's have a look here. I don't think they'll be there for Christmas. I think they'll go down to Mar-a-Lago. Okay, let's have a look. Were any Senate seats stolen? Get the deck upside down. Let's see, yes. Republicans, yes, and the truth will come out about it. When it does, it's going to happen quickly. There's going to be a whole lot of communication come out about those seats. Queen of Swords, there will be called forth to answer for their actions. It's going to be a real tower moment for the Republicans. Knight of Swords, investigations. They might have to have a special election in a couple of states. Going to come out of the manipulation, and it's going to be a strong case. Seven of Cups, gaslighting and lies. Oh, I've received 100 messages with Restream's chat. Thank you. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I read a thing Julia Roberts came out with. The word Republican is just below is situated between repellent and repugnant. It's below repellent and above repugnant in the dictionary. I bet that was good. Hi, Connie Brown. Oh, thank you. It's a new one I got myself a couple of weeks ago. So. Let's see. It's 2021. I had to see perfect references. Okay. I'm still looking at these Senate seats. Let's have a look at Mitch McConnell's Senate seat. What is going to happen with that? Because I don't see him seeing out the term. What's going to happen with Mitch McConnell's Senate seat? I am working on my website, taking a while to put things in and learn my way about the website builder. So, yeah. So I'll let you know when I'm ready to launch that. And I will be on Monday, if you, I will be probably tomorrow in the comment section. I will put a schedule to take readings, and if you want a reading, I'll put a schedule and put prices. And if you want a reading, you can email me. I've had a couple of inquiries already. So, yeah. Okay, Mitch McConnell, what's going to happen? Obama, yeah, that'll be interesting. Mitch McConnell, guides of the highest truth and compassion, please give me some insight into the situation with Mitch McConnell. Knight of Wands, investigations. The people of Kentucky. Thank you, Anne H. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. People of Kentucky didn't want him. Offer they didn't want. There's going to be it's been gerrymandering, and that's what, you know, changing the borders to include Republican, high Republican numbers in specific seats that he needs and things, the places he needs. Ace of Wands, again, new looks, new investigations. Again, there's going to be loss and regret behind him winning. Hi, my Charlene Devigne. Oh, thank you, Connie. I have not seen you before. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, gerrymandering. Gerrymandering is the way. It's manipulation of political borders so that he gets a very high number of Republican votes. And there's the areas where votes are counted for him is really stacked with Republicans because of moving the political borders. It's going to be mostly that. Defining borders. That's it. That confirms it. Putting up borders, boundaries, gerrymandering. This is the Nine of Wands. Gerrymandering. To get what the Republicans wanted, which was him back in power. Page of Cups. But he has some surprising news coming his way. Investigations, loss and regret, and surprising news. Very interesting. Woohoo. He was not wanted by the people, but that again, his confirmation of the gerrymandering, redefining borders, and gerrymandering, abuse of power. Transition. So there is going to be, there's going to be some new energy in the Republican Party, and it's going to lead to the end of the way they've been doing things and a start of a new way. I don't know that the Republican Party as is going to survive. I think it's going to be reborn. And yeah, so that's really, really interesting. Yeah, look, I think Mitch McConnell's going to have to retire. I think there's some huge scandals coming up with him in the next couple of years. And I do think that the political borders within the state of Kentucky are going to be reviewed and revised. And redefined. Yeah. So will the political boundaries within Kentucky be redefined? Because I'll tell you what, that's probably the most gerrymandered state. Yes. New direction. Yeah, there's going to be a committee or a group put together to address the issue. Yeah, and they're going to also be looking into offers of money and things, offers that Mitch McConnell has made. Some of his donations. There's also going to be investigations into some of the donations to his campaign. There's going to be a switchback to borders that were set earlier that were much, much fairer. Oh, yeah. Mitch McConnell's going to have to walk away. There's going to be groups investigating Queen of Cups. Now, when he walks away or resigns or whatever, there's going to have to be a special election. It's going to be, yeah, and there's going to be a restoration of balance in the electoral borders in Kentucky as well. But there is going to be, yeah, things, reap what you sow, momentum, a shift, a movement away, wish fulfillment, yeah. Thank you, Judy Malley. Thank you. I really do appreciate you, the donations, guys. It's really, it's very touching. Yeah, just the faith you have in me and stuff. It's lovely to see. Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. It's just going to have to retire. I will have a look at Ghislaine Maxwell, and I'll have a look at Gina Haspel too, if you like, as well. So anyway, I'll do Lindsey Graham a bit later on. I'll come back to him. Hi, Jersey Mouse. Will the New Jersey Congresswoman who is a QAnon fellow, how will she last? What's her name, Jersey? QAnon's going to leave a bit of a nasty stain, a bit of a nasty legacy for a while. I'm just going to turn the fan on here. Getting a bit warm. It was cold and then it's warm. It's been a bit. There's a saying here in Australia, if you want to experience 4 seasons in one day, go visit Melbourne. I'm in Perth, but it's a little bit like cold, then hot, and then warmish, and then cool, and then hot, and then up and down. Okay. Marjorie Greene. Yes, I know that. Yeah, Marjorie Greene. How, guys of the greatest truth and compassion, please give me an insight into how Marjorie Greene in the House of Representatives will she last? Marjorie Greene. Details. She's going to try and baffle people with bull dust. I've got this detail, I've got that detail, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Perth's normally a bit more settled. She is going to stand her ground for the 2 years, Queen of Pentacles. She's going to be throwing accusations about bribes and everything. There's already somebody coming out and about Ilhan Oman's husband's company and them getting 2.8 million of her campaign money. I don't believe it. The first thing that passed through my head when I saw that was absolute bull dust. in that it's whatever happened there with her husband's company and all that is dodgy. That's bull dust. It's just something's happened, you know. But she's going to be throwing those around. She's, at the moment, she is celebrating. She's going to stand her ground with voters. Knight of Wands. She's going to be demanding investigation after investigation. This is a QAnon. She's not the only one there. But, yeah. She's going to be crowing and celebrating and jumping around for the next couple of years and causing problems. But it is going to come to an end. I don't think she will get in next. She's not going to have to do a primary. She's not going to be primaried out or anything before the next election, but I don't think she's going to win. I think the Democrats or an independent might grab her seat. But she'll be there for the next couple of years, causing all sorts of, you know, stuff. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell and Gina Haspel. So we'll do Gina Haspel first. Haspel, CIA chief. We'll do her first. Hi, crazy cat lady. Polly, how are you going? Oh, yeah, they've already started in on the squad. Okay. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Thank you. She has been a disappointment for Trump. She's not the nicest of people, but she hasn't exactly. Hi, Teresa Baltasar. Thank you very much for reminding people of that. She hasn't exactly been snapping to and jumping to do the things he orders over the last couple of years. She's a smart cookie. So she's been a bit of a disappointment for him. He really wanted her to not brief people, not brief the House of Representatives, not brief not brief this person and all that. And he really wanted her to get out and dig up dirt on other people. But she's been a bootlicker to an extent, but not enough of a bootlicker. Yeah, I read on Facebook once. I didn't post it or anything. It was friggin' scary. I have, if there was another program that could do what another social media platform that could do what it did, I'd probably get off Facebook. So, but you know, anyway, Gina Haspel. Oh, he's gonna stab her in the back. She's not long for that position. She wasn't sycophantic enough. So yeah, she's both tens. This is the 10 of Wands reversed. And she's going to be glad to get rid of that burden. She not a bootlicker. Yeah, that's things she wouldn't do it. So she's not the worst person to ever be in that position. You know, she's not necessarily the nicest person either. So, yeah, must be a tough decision. But, yeah, Trump's going to get rid of her. This is the 10 end of a cycle, and she's going to be glad to go. She's sick of it. She's sick of trying to balance things and carry all these things at once. There's really something going on there that's causing disharmony in the ranks. I think there's maybe some interference from people. I get Pompeo went through my head then. I think Pompeo has been sticking his nose in. Secretary of State causing disharmony and disruption. Yeah, she's on her way out. He's going to get rid of her. Hi, Cat M. Yeah, she just wouldn't go along with what Trump ultimately had planned. Oh, you've got a lot of questions, Sandra. Sorry if I haven't seen them. Yeah. So let's have a look. Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fine. If you have questions, I did ask if you had questions. Anyway, Gina Haspel. Yeah, she's been hiding things. There's stuff she's going, there's no way we can let Trump know any of this. She's happy Biden's won. I think she's going to leave a lot of stuff behind for a lot of information for the next director to look at. Lots and lots of details. Hi, Sally, man. Yes, Gitmo, yeah. Because she was part of the Bush administration, wasn't she? Yeah. Yeah. So she's going to be glad to go. She's happy to hear that Biden's won. She'll probably come to a deal with Biden to stay in until he has found the right person. She might be in there for a few months, but she does want to go. I think she's just had enough. This is her second administration. And she'll probably say to Biden, look, I'm happy to stay until you find the person you want. And stuff. So she's not stupid. She's very politically savvy. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, what is going on with her? Last I read on her, she was not very safe where she is. Is she still in custody? Does someone know? Because I don't really make it a point to keep up to date with her. Ghislaine Maxwell. just asked if Ghislaine Maxwell is going to come out with information after Trump is out of office. Yeah, she can't get bail, yeah. Thank you, Connie. Hi, Laura Carlson. Hi, Deborah Costro. Ghislaine Maxwell. I've just asked, is she going to come out with information after Trump has left office? She tried to come out with something now. I don't think they'll very much can be done. Hi, crackhead. Yeah, Judy, you're in Judy Malley, you're in Canada, aren't you? Ghislaine Maxwell. Will she have some information to share after Trump is gone? Oh, she knows a lot. Oh, that's why the only thing Trump has said about her is, "I wish her well." he's been scared to open her mouth about her. Yeah, yep. She's going to hope to get a bit of a change of fortune for herself. No, so she has information. She's going to use it to try. Yeah, and she will be talking to investigators more. Yeah, she is going to be called forth to answer for her actions as well. She'll be in talking to investigators. To me, this is talking to investigators, and this is them being called before a judge, basically. And she's probably going to take a plea deal and provide a lot of information. And this information is going to throw a lot of people out into a frozen tundra of, oh my God. It's, if she releases information on you, you're going to be persona non grata. It's going to make them, nobody will want to know them. She is not letting anything out at the moment. She's going to be setting boundaries as to what she can, where she can and will not go, but she's not doing that at the moment. I think she realizes the safest place she can be is locked up. She's going to be talking about stolen thefts, stolen. She knows so much more than just the Epstein business. She's got a lot of information about a lot of things. This is also theft of life, theft of liberty, theft of money, theft of, she knows a lot. There's a lot she knows about. She wants to use this to, and she's persona non grata too, she knows that. And she always will be, but she's going to use this to find a new balance in her life. This is the Temperance card. No, this is the Lovers card. Sorry. And she's going to use this to work with people, to find prosecutors and all that information. So she is talking with her lawyers, and they're talking to prosecutors. It's a waiting game, what she's going to come out with, and it's going to shock. There's going to be a lot of shock, and it's going to be people. There are going to be some people who will really, really throw epic Trumpian tantrums, we'll call them, when this comes out. It's going to overturn some victories. Now, I'm not sure. This is like victories, and it's going to overturn some victories. I think there may be a couple of people, and tending towards Republican, but there could be a couple of Democrats in there who have won or something in the recent election, and it could be state level, it could be federal level, don't know. But there are some people, it's going to overturn their victory in that they're going to have to resign in disgrace. But none of this is going to happen until Trump is gone out of office. And she's got guaranteed, she's not going to get immunity on everything, but she is going to get immunity on some things. But she is going to get immunity on some things, but there are some things she's still going to have to face the court about. But also what she has to say is also going to end up with other people facing the court as well. But it's not going to happen until Trump is out of office, possibly into after March or something. Yeah. I don't know if someone who can willingly engage in sex trafficking has a soul to redeem. I find that hard, how anyone can deprive someone of their liberty and their right and the control that they have over themselves. Sort of yeah. Now, let's see. She's going to survive. She's going to be an old lady, but I think she'll end up in exile somewhere. She might even change her name. Now, the other Senate thing I wanted to look at was Lindsey Graham. What's going on with Lindsey Graham? Senate seat. Lindsey Graham Senate seat. Yeah. So, sorry, I just had to note something down before I forgot it. You know, when you know, oh, I better write that down. So, Lindsey Graham Senate seat. What is to go with Lindsey Graham's Senate seat? South Carolina. Lindsey Graham goes. Senate seat. I never really thought that Jamie Harrison would win, but I was surprised that he lost by so much. What's going on? King of Pentacles, donors. He's backing away from Trump a little bit. He's jumped on the Biden needs to have the security briefing bandwagon, So he's backing away from Trump. He sucked up to Trump because he knew he'd get campaign donations, but then he wasn't getting a lot of campaign donations and he was out there begging for money. Knight of Wands, investigations. I still get the feeling he's not going to be there for long. There's something hidden in the details. Campaign fraud violations, campaign fund violations. The word campaign fraud. It actually came into my mind as campaign fraud violations. Maxwell's going to have receipts to back up some of the things. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I find it hard to believe, but I suppose if you have a soul, someone like her, it would be very black. Anyway, rebalance, redressing the balance. King of Swords. Prosecutor somewhere. I still get the idea. But he can't stop what's coming. He can't stop what's coming. It's not so much going to be the margin that he won by. It's Congress, Nancy Pelosi and Congress. Setting new boundaries. There might be some gerrymandering issues there. Something is going to come out. There's going to be a whistleblower. I still get the impression he's not going to last long. I try to say, okay, blank your mind of that impression. Just forget that. Put it aside and open your mind up. And how long will he last? And I try to see him being there in 6 years' time, and I can't see him. I try to picture him being there even in a year's time, and I can't see him. Something's going to happen, and he'll go. But you know, one is a human generic. That's pretty interesting. I think that queer. Hi, Egypt. Views on whether people have souls or are souls or whatever. It's interesting. Yeah. Are a soul, not our soul. Hi, Papu Papadas. Hello. How well would your finance grow in the future? But I do take personal readings. Well, I'm about to take that. If you can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com if you'd like a reading on that. What I will do at the moment is have a look at the US economy in the next 12 months. Let's have a look at that. Let's see what we can find out from that. Yeah, it's very interesting how we're at this mix of the spiritual and the physical and the chemical. We're as human beings, we're a mix of the physical, electrical, chemical, and spiritual. It's, really, really, all these, to me, it's like the physical, electrical, and chemical, they can be combined to create a being, a person, but that person cannot survive or exist without the spiritual. And so the spiritual has to come in somewhere. Yeah, Papu, you retracted your message. Well, there you go. But anyway, we will let's have a look at the economy in the US for the next 12 months. Let's have a general look. We'll have a look at it. So what's going to be? At the moment, it's not what people want. This is at the moment. Is this what you're offering with the economy and the way it works and everything? It's not what we want. What Trump is offering is not what America wants. The challenge is to redress the balance, is to be supportive of processes and everything that have to be undertaken. So be there and be understanding and be supportive and be compassionate and to help others along the way. So let the process play out and be supportive, but to help others along the way. The challenge is to find out how to do that, because, you know, the minute Biden and Harris take office, it's not going to be like snapping your fingers and the economy is all fine again and everyone's happy. And it's not Wall Street. Wall Street's only a very tiny part of the stock market's only a tiny part of the economy. So the challenge is going to be nurturing it, having the patience with it, and helping those along the way until things can be redressed and, you know, turns for the better can happen. And being patient. What's at the base of it? People hanging on too tightly and people keeping secrets. I saw Trump hanging on too tightly, Trump not wanting to let go, and Trump hanging on and grabbing power and money where he can. That's why it's bad. But there's also at the base of it a need to hang on to what you have for as long as you can. So it's a bit of a mix. Trump has not helped the economy. He's really trashed it, really. But what you need to do at the base of it is just to hang in there, hang on to what you have, spend judiciously, but that doesn't mean don't go out and spend money. Just, you know, have a think about how you're spending money. How can you spend it better to both get better value for yourself, but also to help businesses remain open and things. So that's at the base. Past leading up to the future. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a rocky road for a while. So it's going to be a rough trip. This is the Six of Swords, transition to a better place, to calmer waters. So it's already starting with the winning, with Biden winning, but it doesn't mean it's going to be a short journey. It's not. You're going to have to be patient. What is above? The King of Wands. Wise, compassionate leadership. Now, Biden usually turns up the King of Cups, and the wise, compassionate leadership is, this is going to be I got the Treasury, Secretary of the Treasury in this. Really good leadership with the, not secretary, you know, Mnuchin's position in any of the financial things, cabinet ministers, all that sort of stuff. Wise leadership from the cabinet in several different areas. So each of the people in this position, in those positions, wise, compassionate, steady, strong, but understanding. The immediate future, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out about the economy and how it was messed with in the immediate future. Okay. What is in the environment about the US economy at the moment, and we're looking at a whole the whole of next year. So this is going to play out over the next year. So the immediate future could be after inauguration, you know. But investigations, there's going to be a lot of investigations happening. What do people see? People see that Republicans have stuffed it. That's what they see. They see a party of greedy people who started out as fiscal conservatives with good ideas, and they've turned into something they don't recognise, who have just become the party of greed and corruption and power grabbing. The hopes and fears with the economy. Yeah, they're looking for new hope and new direction and new inspiration, but of course there's the fear that that's not going to happen. So what is the outcomes for the economy in the next 4 years? It's going to start out with news, new ideas, new people being brought in, maybe some younger people with new ideas and stuff. Then it's definitely going to be groups, different committees and bodies put together to talk about and look at how things can be done and what improvements can be made. So there's going to be a lot of group work, and that could be bipartisan as well, because not every Republican there is a bad guy. Knight of Swords. There is going to be a bit of chaos during the next 12 months with the economy. Sean Muller, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you're a national freak out. It's fine. I'm a Care Bear. I like to be there for people and help where I can. So thank you. Look, make no mistake, it's not going to be an easy ride. It's a turbulent ride, remember, and there are going to be times where there's a little bit of chaos happening. But towards the end of the year, I think there's going to be the foundation laid for a better economic legacy. So those foundations are going to be laid for a better economic legacy. And yeah. So it's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be some turbulent times there. There's going to be a little bit of chaos at times, but patience and, you know, understanding and, you know, working with others, reaching out to others is going to be really important. Yeah, there is going to be a change with the economy. This is not bad. This is not going to be the death of the economy in the next 12 years. It's going to be a change from where it is now in the next 12 months, sorry. There are plans being put into place. You know, Biden has a plan to tackle things, and Biden and Harris do. Yeah, they are going to weed out some abuses that have been happening with the economy. Things are going to return eventually to a more settled economic era, a bit more prosperous. It's not going to be like the prosperity of the post-war years or things like that, but it's going to be, there's going to be shades of that prosperity working its way in. And I'm only looking at the next 12 months. So shades of previous prosperity, post-war prosperity maybe, are going to end up coming through too. But there's going to be quite a few turbulent times to go through and quite a few things to tackle. I don't think anyone really has any idea of how deep the damage has been to the economy, to America's economy. Now let's see. what am I going to do now? Let's see. Is there any reason your name is in orange, or are you paranoid? No, Sean, you're not paranoid. I think it's because you did a super chat or something that your name was in orange. Yeah. When are you going green? When it's the US? When are they going green? How is the move towards? Let's have a look at the environment in the US over the next. How they're going to handle the environment over the next 12 months. Let's have a look at that. Okay, what's guides of the highest truth and communication? Thank you. Clarity and insight into the question. How the US is going to handle the environment. So I've asked for insight into climate change, deforestation, all that sort of thing, the general, the weather. A lot of Americans are feeling really positive. They got Joe in, and they know that he's going to tackle some of these issues. I'm just looking again at the next 12 months. The challenge is to get into the details, and the science is so much to look at, and it's just been ignored. And hi, Larry girl, it's just been ignored and subjugated basically for the last 4 years. Oh, look, me bending my head. Larry, go, you don't have to apologize for being late. Critical decisions are going to have to be made about many areas at the base of this reading. The need for really critical decisions to be made. The path leading up to the present, there's going to be leading up to reaching out to the scientists to share their knowledge. That's what's going to happen in the next 12 months. The administration is going to be reaching out to these people, to the climate scientists, to the scientists from every walk of life, to the energy scientists, to this, that, all of those. To gain access to their knowledge, because they're going to need that. It's going to take a year, I think, for them to gain enough to really, it's going to be a work in progress for a good year before they can really come out with something. So you'll get updates, and then, yeah, the need to make judgments is going to, so to make wise judgments, critical decisions and knowledge sharing is going to be vital. And so in order for them to make the wise judgment, so they're not, again, it's not going to be like the economy, it's not going to be like January 21st, they'll have everything in plan. They have, everything ready to go. They will be groups talking to people, finding out what's been happening, especially over the last 4 years, what should they have to redress. They're going to redress what they can as quick as they can with some of the acts that were repealed or rules and regulations that were repealed. But there's going to be a lot more they're going to want to need to find out. Of course, they're going to join up to the Paris Accord again and everything. They're going to be setting new boundaries as quickly as possible. That's going to be, so that is redressing or reenacting those regulations and rules, signing up with the accords again. But there's going to have to be looking at, and they're going to have a look at too what happened this year with the changes, with people notice, with the lockdowns, with the air being cleaner, like water settling and being clearer because it's not being, there's going to be so many things. What is in the environment around, you know, what's in the air around the environment and tackling the environmental issues. Money, having to deal with corporations and not just saying, no, we're going to shut you down and stuff. It's going to be talking to them about how the technologies that they're currently using for things like oil, this or that, could be used elsewhere so that they can adapt their technologies and make money elsewhere that is better and cleaner and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of talking about that in the air. What do people see? People are still inclined to see government that's done nothing for years, but yeah, people are still seeing, wow, when COVID stopped everything, the air was cleaner, the waters were clearer, people were breathing air easier, you know. So it really gave them a clear idea of what governments need to do. Not just the US government, one country alone can't solve it because it's, so they see it's about time to rejoin other international efforts and other governments. That's what they're seeing. But also realizing that there's so much more that can be done that they didn't really realize until basically the earth stood still in March, which is what happened. The earth stood still in March. And it's, yeah, so there's still going to be a certain amount of cynicism because they know, they've seen what can happen and what improvements there can be, and they're going to want to be on people for that. What is going to be, there is going to be, now, okay, the hopes and fears for the next year with the environment. There is going to be some heartbreak in some areas. They're hoping they can avoid heartbreak and betrayal, but they're also fearing that there are some things that they're not going to be able to solve immediately. So it's just disappointing. They're hoping that people won't be disappointed with what they're going to be able to achieve in the next 12 months, but they're fearing that some people will, because they have this thing that it's all going to be solved in 12 months. It's not. They've got 4 years of catch up to do because of this man, and it would be so much worse if COVID hadn't happened, unfortunately. But it's, yeah, it's great. It was great to see what could be done and how things could be, but to lose so many people, for it to have to happen, to lose so many people, for scales to be dropped from eyes, I think people are feeling a bit of, you know, it shouldn't have had to come to this before we could see what it could be like, how much improvement there can actually be. You know what I mean? So there's a bit of battling in that. Can they win that battle of trust, I guess? Can they win that back? What's the outcome on the Biden administration environmental fight over the next 12 months. There is going to be some conflict. There is going to be lots of debate. Yeah, that's the Five of Wands. But there is going to be forward momentum. Those changes are going to start to take effect. Some of them. There's going to be some good things happening, and there's going to be some forward momentum. Yes, there's going to be some people are going to get their asses kicked where they need to. There's going to be a few policies being challenged. There's going to be cases brought up. There's going to be quite a bit of court work in the next year, but it's all going to be balanced, justified, fair. They're going to be justified in taking the steps that they take as well. The Ace of Swords, by the end of the year, they're going to have real clarity into how to proceed from there. Okay. Hi, Susan Alley. I was just watching Clarence and Georgia. Moon! Clarence! very, very. Some of the comments, I love some of your comments. They just brighten my day and give me so much fun. But yeah, so at the end of the first year of the administration, they're going to have a lot clearer idea of things, and there's going to be stuff coming out and stuff, but things will have started. The momentum, you know, they're going to get something done early, but the really big things that need to start happening again, there's going to be increased momentum by then. There's going to be quite a lot of people having to justify their practices and things, and yeah, so they are going to be working on it from day one, but patience again. But by the end of the year, there's going to be forward momentum. Okay, guys, I'm thinking of wrapping it up soon, about another 10-12 minutes. So what would how about we wrap it up with a look at Trumpy Dump? Is he any closer to accepting reality? I'm going to have a look at QAnon probably tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow for my usual Sunday morning. Now, all this is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Okay? So please remember that. Entertainment purposes only. It's lovely here today. Well, it's gone lovely after being cold. Chris, thanks, Susan. Entertainment purposes only, YouTube. All my conclusions are based on reading and interpretations of tarot cards, and they're not proof of anyone's wrongdoing, of guilt or innocence. I should have typed that up in the first message, but you know, that's all right. Hang on a minute. See if I can do a caption. Just bear with me for a moment. Doing this. Sorry guys, I'm just doing this. Oh, maximum length. There we go, add caption. So we'll do that. There you go. Sorry guys about that. Just wanted to sort that out because normally I do add something. So anyway, We'll just do one last check-in on Trump. Yeah, I was just sort of, it kept saying 120 characters only, and I'm like, oh, I've got to lose 120 characters, but no, I just have to, you know, just so I can add that caption. No. Anyway, let's have a check on Trump. Last 5 minutes. Is Trump any guide to the highest truth and compassion? Thank you, and helping find clarity whether Trump is any closer to accepting the reality of his selection loss. He will not give a concession speech. 8 of Wands. No, he is. If anyone comes with near him saying that, look, sir, you've got to accept that you lost, he just blocks them. Doesn't want to know. He's blocking them. He's still determined to, you know, dig into minutiae and waste people's time. He doesn't care. His cases are getting chucked out of court time and time again. Now, to me, this, of course, is court, being called for to answer for your actions, Queen of Swords. He doesn't care that the cases are getting chucked out time and time and time again. He's just no, he's not accepting it. He's unprepared. He's not prepared. Sorry, that's just my alarm. I haven't had lunch yet, so I've got to eat some lunch. So yeah, he's unprepared. He just has not prepared himself for it, and he's not going to prepare for an exit. My way or the highway. Don't tell me. Don't, you know, if you can't accept it, you're out the door. He's not listening to anyone. He's still trying to stir up conflict. This might be the next thing in his action, trying to stir up his followers. I think he's thinking about doing that. He feels betrayed. He wants to punish people. You didn't do a good enough job, voters. You didn't do it. He's not accepting the results. There he is. No, not going to accept what you're telling me. The Four of Cups. No, he's no closer. He's going to try and stir up his supporters. But yeah, he's feeling betrayed. He's angry. As for these supposed rallies, I don't know if they'll take place. I'll do a quick reading on that. Will he shut down the government again? I'll do a quick reading on that too. That'd be one way of stopping the transition, wouldn't it? Will we be holding? No, people are just, no. People are starting to accept it, and they can't see the point of showing up. So that's the Eight of Cups. King of Cups, Biden. Yeah, people are starting, even the people who didn't vote for him, you know, the mainstream Republicans that, you know, not the hardcore and all that, they're accepting it. They're getting ready to start on the new journey and stuff that a new administration brings. They may try, but they're not going to be huge successes. He'll bus in people if he has to. Will he shut down the government? Yeah, it's not mandatory. It's just a very courteous and a very nice tradition. Will Trump shut down the government? Let's have a quick look at that. Sorry for the little bit of a break there when I was typing that thing up, you know. Hi, Jackie Molman. The FN guy. Who's the FN guy? Fox News. Fox News. Okay, let's see. Will Trump shut down the government? He'll regret it if he does. That's a no, but he would regret it if he does. But he's thinking about it. But I think people are trying to, they know, Mr. President, that would be a bad idea. They're trying to talk him down from that. Knight of Swords, that's a no. The anxiety, he would, yeah, you know, as people are losing sleep. People in his administration are losing sleep over this. They're worried he will. But no, that's again 10 of Swords. He wants to. He's behaving like a spoilt brat. 7 of Swords, but no, get overwhelming no. He's going to end up sneaking away. 2 of Cups. Yeah, people are in talks. I think maybe Pence is in talks with the Biden people or Pelosi. Yeah, he really wants to, but they're going to be able to. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Panacea, keep him calm. I think that he wants to. If they're not going to work with me, they're not going to work at all. He might try it, but I don't think he'll succeed. I think they'll manage to stop him. I hope I'm right on that. I really do hope I'm right on that, because I wouldn't put it beyond him. You know, if I can't play in government, nobody else can. You know, take his little red wagon and stomp off. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for the donations. I do appreciate that, them very much. And I hope that you all have a wonderful Saturday. I know it's very late over in the US now, so go get some more sleep for the rest of the night. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, and yeah, thank you for joining me again. Love you all, always. And I'll see you again in a day or so, tomorrow. Bye bye.